and it's like you got to drive farmland. There's nothing around.
You'd think that the Florida horse could clean up in there. Like if they shipped them in.
I couldn't even get an Uber.
Oh, yeah.
I could not get an Uber to pick me up from there.
Then the Florida horse have no chance.
We were in Chicago for the mini golf thing. We were sitting in the hotel bar, and one night, and this like incredibly gorgeous woman in like a mini skirt, but nice clothes, came in with these two youngish guys who looked like finance bros. And she came in and she sort of stopped. They like said something, and then she sort of went and waited just outside the hotel. And they walked to the ATM, and they stood over the ATM like quietly talking, like conferencing for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they went back out, and then she came back in. And I just like, I'd never seen
the transaction happen.
That happening where like they were clearly taking out like $200 multiple installments.
Oh yeah,
they
maxing
like,
out.
Whose card? They were scraping it together.
Dude, I need to put in I'm at my limit on this card. But I have to put in more on this card.
But I don't.
Or are they talking about there's a prostitute?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
a whore.
But she didn't look like one.
That's the new look.
She was gorgeous.
They were probably trying to like decide who gets to go first based on who put out more money.
I wonder. That's a good thought. Yeah.
I found her. I should go first. But you're only putting up. I don't even know how much a whore goes for these days with inflation.
When I was a kid, it was $5. All right, should we start?
Shrinkflation. Shrinkflation's crazy for whores, dude. There used to be so much whore in a bag, and now you open up a bag of whores, and there's only like 25% of the whores that used to get.
Yeah.
The bag feels fuller.
Yeah.
They trick you.
It's the air. They gas these whores up.
Isn't it funny how throwing dollar bills at a strip club has always just been $1?
Yeah.
And it's never increased with inflation.
I think there are places where they give you twos now.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what that's done is it has absolutely decimated the tooth fairy industry.
Yeah.
Because the tooth fairies rely on $2 bills.
Yes, tooth fairies love twos. Or like kitschy old men who keep a wallet full of twos.
Mm-hmm. Twos are great. The back of the two has the signing of the Declaration of Independence, I believe. And what I love about that is that it's the one bill that has just this huge scene of lots of different people.
Tons of dudes.
Tons of dudes.
Historic dudes. Robert Livingston. John Jay. No. Did John
That
Jay?
sounds right.
Did he?
Yeah, I think that's right.
All right, ready?
Haven't we started?
I don't know. We never did the intro. People get really confused when we don't do the intro.
Well, just like this is like the pre-credit
that was a
scene.
little dynamic warm-up, and I can tell this is going to be a good episode because even the warm-up felt like good stuff.
I wasn't paying attention at all because I thought we hadn't started yet.
You don't pay attention to our regular convos?
I didn't even, no, God no. And I didn't even have my microphone close to me. I was like,
he didn't pay attention because he didn't think it was a time for him to talk yet.
Exactly, yeah, yeah. All right, we are here live from, welcome back. Welcome back to Son of a Boy Dad Podcast. Today it is May 20th. Oh, wow, look at that. And
episode 202.
Episode 202. What happened on May 20th? Was Osama bin Laden killed on May 20th?
I was outside that day.
Right? Wasn't he killed on May 20th?
But I was wearing jeans.
Or was it May
It's close.
6th?
It's close.
I was wearing jeans and a Stoli vodka shirt, and we had a sign that said honk because we killed bin Laden. We were outside. We were drinking beers.
May 2nd.
Not that close.
Not that close. We
At
missed
a zero. We missed it. What'd you guys
Every
do to
year I
celebrate?
forget.
Yeah, we need to start celebrating.
I always tell myself I'm going to go watch some grainy porn
Yeah.
with my 7 children around.
The like we celebrate the nasty things that happened in our history, like January 6th, September 11th, October 7th. We need to start celebrating the good things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys find out that bin Laden died?
Word of mouth.
Word of
A guy
mouth.
rode through town on a fucking horse. He was ringing a bell. Our town crier started going crazy.
Did you guys cry when you found out?
No.
I bawled.
No, you
Cried like a
didn't.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, it must have been
Well, I
like
was rooting for him.
tears of sadness. It's like in movies when you root for the bad guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought, man, end of an era.
It's like Robert De Niro in Goodfellas.
Yo,
You
they
know.
can't catch him.
As long as I didn't know he was dead, I could still believe there was a chance at reconciliation.
I remember my dad came into my room and told me at like 6 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
Wake up, boy.
Yeah, he said they killed bin Laden. And I said, who's bin Laden? now he said they killed bin Laden. Then he did a whole demonstration for me.
He
With
was
kicking down doors and shooting him.
Mm.
the beautiful dogs.
Yeah, it was great.
And you were like, you started crying over this letter that you had been reading that he had
Yeah.
written.
Yeah.
Like, but what about these beautiful words he said about the
Yeah.
imperialistic nature of America?
I actually do remember we had my social studies teacher that day. We like had a big meeting and she was like crying. You're like, come on, relax.
Well,
Why
how
is
do
she
you know? You don't
crying?
know. I mean, I presume this was near Boston, right?
Yeah,
Oh, those bad guys, they flew out of Boston.
true. Yeah, so
She might have known someone.
Maybe she knew someone who was supposed to be on the flight.
Or she probably knew the TSA agent
Like
who
everyone in
fucking
America.
didn't even touch them going in.
Yeah, I was supposed to be on that flight. Must have been a big ass plane for how many people were supposed to be
It
on
was.
that flight.
Wasn't it going to L.A.?
I don't know. Must have been like a fucking
Titanic.
Yeah, yeah,
They were going to
2,000
California. I
seater.
think. They were going across the country. It would have been a big flight. Yeah.
yeah.
How many
A380
people were on the
perhaps.
on the flight? Was it
No,
like 100?
wouldn't have been an A380.
Oh, A380s
That's-
go across the country.
They go across the world.
It's true, they do. They do
You're
that as
not.
well.
You're not thinking straight. I'm thinking they were probably 777s.
777 is a big plane, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a strong Boeing.
but it's not an A380.
It's no A380.
It's not an Airbus.
No, brother, you're talking to a guy who has a A380 model plane in his apartment.
Mm.
Seats 998 people. Largest passenger plane in the world.
Francis seems like
2 stories.
he knows about his shit too, though.
I know. I'm surprised about your knowledge.
Well, I used to pull out the when
Your
they had the
aviation
fold out
knowledge
that
is-
had the different types of planes. They don't stock those in the backs of seats anymore.
No, they sometimes do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen them. I'll read them every time.
Well, it got to a point for me where I would open it up and someone had come before me and circled the one that they would hijack. And I said,
Call
this
their
is a little
shot.
dark. That's probably, they thought it was a road map.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I don't like looking at them that much because I feel like it raises some questions when you're just staring at this pamphlet, like describing all the parts of the plane for like 30 minutes straight.
Yeah. Dude, by the way, people who will do the crossword puzzle in the Sky magazine, complete it, and then put it back in the seat, that's one of the most braggadocious things I've ever seen.
I didn't even know there was a crossword in the Sky magazine. I didn't even know that. I
There
don't even know
is.
what the Sky magazine is.
It's
to be
kind of
honest.
like Goodwill Hunting esque.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
just like leaving the problem solved on the blackboard and walking away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you fill out the crossword puzzle in a fucking brilliant airplane and not want anybody to know that it was you?
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly right. If I were to do it, I would leave it.
Sign it.
Oh, I would sign my name for
I would,
sure.
and then
yeah.
how much time it took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a business card.
My timing. Yeah.
I'd write my email down.
It was a
Yeah.
short flight. It was New York to Boston.
my
And I finished
my
this bitch.
Instagram handle, DM me for dick. Smart dick.
Women are dying for smart dick.
I was banging out some crosswords. I was on Friday night, or no, it was Thursday night. I was gonna go fishing on Friday,
Of course.
and
Yeah.
then I went. I had a case of the can't sleeps because I'm too excited, and I had to cancel the trip because I could not fall asleep. It was 4:30 in the morning.
You were too excited to fish?
I was too excited.
Damn.
I was thinking and then I would close my eyes and I was just picturing all the holes and what I was gonna throw into them.
Hmm.
And I was like, I was like eyes closed for an hour. I'm still wide awake.
Yeah.
Just being like, I'm gonna have to stop at the fly shop in the morning, so I should probably set my alarm for earlier. And then it got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna get 2 hours of sleep, and I have 4 spots tonight.
Yeah, but I didn't sleep at all last night, and I never miss fishing.
True.
You know,
I didn't get in.
I didn't get in.
The
A river runs through it. You probably don't.
I have no
Why don't
idea
you-
what the
yeah,
fuck you're
sit out of
talking
that one?
about.
You can sit
No,
out.
I did. I was. But that's one of the best things about having a hobby is the time you spend as you're going to bed thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have like something that's like that you're working on or that you can think about as you go to sleep, your mind turns to darkness.
Oh, yeah.
You start thinking about like the people who have wronged you in your life or fucking things that are owed to you or what people might or probably are thinking about you. I think a man has to have something that they think about constructively as they fall asleep or they will fall into disrepair.
Yeah. I mean, the only two things that I think about are comedy and fishing. So when I'm going to bed, it's either...
And planes.
It's either no, not really planes, but it's either I suck at comedy or I suck at fishing. And those are the thoughts racing through my head every night.
Does that affect the dreams that you have?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Like you have worse dreams when you think negatively about stuff?
Yeah, it's not even just negatively. It's more I'm always just trying to think about what I can do to be better.
I had like some really positive thoughts before bed the other night, and it gave me the best. Every dream I had was awesome.
Really?
Wow.
It was
I've been
crazy.
having some vivid dreams lately.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you on, toning?
A little bit here and there. L-theanine.
Oh, yeah. You've been on the L-theanine. What do you think about before bed as you doze?
Hip mobility.
Ooh, that's
I
a fun
think
one.
even lying here in bed, my hips feel very tight. And my whole Instagram feed now is just men showing me different exercises to mitigate lower back pain.
Have you got one of those things that's like this? It's like that thing, and you like sit on it, or you lay on it.
Are you talking about a horseshoe?
Stretches out your hip flexors. People say it works wonders.
I haven't seen that one, but if we speak loudly enough, I'm sure I'll get an ad for it.
I'll pat.
It does
The
sound
thing
like one
that's
of those
like
things.
this for your hip flexor.
Yeah.
People say it works wonders for the hips.
Yeah.
I'll have to send that your way.
My videos are typically like 3 or 4 extremely svelte guys saying, do these 4 exercises and you'll find you'll have no more back pain in 4 weeks. And then I bookmark that thing and then I never watch it again.
Yeah.
But I do some of them. The couch stretch has been really helpful.
Which one's that? Do a demonstration.
Yeah. You want to see it?
Oh, everyone's getting up.
Oh, you know it. Yeah, that's close. That's it. That's close. It's this one. Where you put your knee like flush to a couch joint and then lean back like that.
And that stretches your hips.
Hips, lower back, and you can kind of like, I just hold this for like a minute.
That's very interesting.
And then switch up.
It counteracts all the sitting that we're doing.
Yeah,
That's a good stretch.
We
Might
do
have to give that one
so
a
much
try.
sitting. You and I, we were on planes all the time, and these types of things are really good.
Yeah.
For once you get off a plane, if you can kind of force yourself.
So do you do that? Will you do that like in the airport, or will you wait till you
No,
get
no,
home?
I'll wait till I get home. I'm not a freak. I
Goggins
don't want
does
people in
it.
the airport being like, "Why is this guy warming up?"
Goggins would do that.
That's the the terrorist did a fucking full
yeah.
round of hip flexor mobility before.
There must be something nice though about to be going through with a terrorist attack, and you're just like, I'm gonna eat McDonald's for every meal, right? Like shit
I'm
like
gonna
that.
crush the halal cart.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're not.
I'm gonna go
You don't have to worry about
crazy on
staying
the
trim.
Baba Ganoush.
That's a fair point.
Yeah,
You probably go to the airport and you're probably like Jolly Ranchers, Doritos, McDonald's,
Mhm.
Wendy. You're probably just hitting all of it.
But do you think that there was like a 5th terrorist who like fell asleep in his seat because
Absolutely.
he overate?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
a fat load terrorist
He's
who's like,
my
I forgot.
stomach kills.
Yeah, but I'm also so vain that I'd be like, everybody on this plane is going to be looking at me, and I want them to respect me when I'm like, stay in your seats, shut up, do not push that drink cart towards me. I didn't not eat fucking McDonald's.
The drink cart seems to be the main
Weapon.
It's battering ram. Yeah, it's a good battering ram.
Because that thing is like Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
You ever gotten hit by the fucking?
Oh yeah.
They do it on purpose sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They'll ding your fucking elbow.
Your elbow, and it's
Yeah.
as if to say, I know you were probably thinking
Yeah.
me versus Oklahoma drill, me versus drink cart. I think I could take it.
I need to see a spring break video of the drink cart versus a spring breaker. I need to see like a buff girl getting up from a fucking full lay down going
They
against
should-
the drink cart.
They should literally build houses out of drink carts.
Yeah, just cans of
tornado
cran
alley.
apple exploding everywhere,
Yeah.
and
No, you put them in Oklahoma and
Yeah.
they're fucking weathering the storm.
I mean, they are so heavy.
yeah, there.
You could tell even just by the way that they push them that are like, oh, like it's like maybe the plane's slightly tilted. You're like, this thing's seconds away from just rolling to the back of the plane.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
cleaning out the line for the bathroom.
I've always been confused by decapitation.
Of course.
You're talking to a survivor right now.
Mhm.
Me.
Yeah.
I was almost decapitated as a child.
How so?
Guillotine.
Biking. Ran neck first into a wire.
Oh,
Yeah, I got clotheslined off my bike from my neck. I had a gash on my neck.
yes, that's right. That happened at that friend's house. The kid who
Yes,
did the drugs.
exactly. Yeah,
We did a whole episode
we did
on
a
that
whole
one
episode
time.
on that. Yeah,
That was fun. How's he doing?
great.
Yeah.
Why were you thinking about decapitation?
Well, I remember reading, I think it was a Michael Crichton book, spelled Crichton.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Did
a
he write
crossword
Jurassic Park? No, he couldn't have.
That was
Crichton.
it can't have been.
He did write the
What?
book. Yeah,
Come on, Ron.
Francis, what a pull.
that is a pull.
What a fucking pull.
You're supposed to know things like that, Ron.
He wrote a book about an airplane crash, and I remember from the early scenes that the plane goes down, and the turbulence had gotten so bad that someone wasn't strapped in, and they flew up out of their seat and hit their head on the thing, and it decapitated them.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a novel, but I always wondered about that. You know, in some ways, I don't understand how you could get decapitated unless unless something truly ran through your neck and severed your head from your neck. But then I also know that the head is quite heavy and it's perched on a rather thin bundle of sinew. And
But wouldn't you assume there would need to be some sort of sharp object? Like
that's what I'm saying. But I don't think it is that way. I think you can get decapitated just by having something hit you hard enough on the head.
Neck.
And just pop it off? But I feel like you wouldn't get
think-
enough of a running start.
Maybe it's built. Maybe your body's built like a car, like how it's built to crash. So it's like if you get
it's like
hit in
the
the right
crumple
place,
zone.
your head just pops off.
Yeah, that's
That
what
way
I'm.
they can easily reattach it.
I'm kind of wondering. They talk about I think there was a boy on a roller coaster,
Yeah.
and I think that the roller coaster. I can't remember exactly what happened. I think his hat had flown off, and he went over a fence back.
Yeah.
And I think the roller coaster hit him, and it decapitated.
That
him.
makes sense
But
because
that
the roller
makes
coaster's
completely
going
sense.
fast.
Yeah.
But he's still not. It's not as if the car of the roller coaster is running through his neck and slicing his head off. That is just a full blown like dandelion pop the top off.
I think that your first mistake is trusting fucking Michael Crichton. Dude, the guy who told
right.
us that fucking
You're right.
dinosaurs could come back through a fucking amber bead.
Yeah.
The suspension of disbelief that Crichton always relies on
Yes, he
is
does.
fucking asking a ton from his reader.
Yeah.
And you have to, it's like a Harry Potter book. They're just like, you have to just be like, yes, that wands will create a spell.
I think I wouldn't have brought this up if I didn't remember that there was at least another example I'd heard of someone being decapitated, not by having a blade run through their head or a wire in Harry's case.
Yes. Survivor.
Decapitation is just so juicy. Like, can't we just rely on somebody's head getting caved in? Couldn't their head have just gotten caved in to death?
I think we've immortalized decapitation as a result of the Headless Horseman,
Yes,
Sleepy
Ichabod.
Hollow, Ichabod Crane. I think we love that.
We love
image.
I just always picture like ISIS beheadings.
Yeah, and that's Blade for sure.
Yeah.
They did it all different kinds of blades. I was a Faces of Death guy in college, and they were like doing it with a fucking like a plastic knife, stabbing it off.
Worst video that stuck with me the most in my life was I watched on LimeWire a Russian soldier having his head cut off, and it's as if they're doing it with a bread knife.
Yeah,
And he's screaming the whole time. And I watched it. I was probably 11.
Yeah, I watched some fucked up shit. Mine was Columbine. I watched the entire shooting of Columbine at my grandma's house on my iTouch when I was like 10.
the shooting of it.
It fucked me up tremendously
That's tough.
for a long time. It's
Yeah.
all I thought I would have nightmares every single night.
That actually contextualizes you a ton.
Yeah.
I don't
We need
know
to-
why I did it. It was like it was just one of those things that when you're young and you just watch something and you're like, well, I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
Free world. We're living in a free society.
Yeah.
That's why. That's one of those times when you're just like, damn, I wish I grew up in China.
Yeah. That was one
That's
thing that I
right.
watched where as
Mhm.
soon as I finished, I was like, shouldn't have done that. That was a massive mistake.
Not 'cause there's not mass killings in China. It's because the Chinese don't let you watch what you want to on your
Yeah.
phone. Not because you would have avoided the mass killing.
Yeah. That was a live leak, I
Yeah.
believe.
Well, here
Definitely wasn't
Now
on
you
YouTube.
can just find it on Twitter.
Yeah, true.
Now it's just like
That
on the
is
front
true.
page of your Twitter.
Yeah.
I got a cool technological update having to do with Law and Order. S- A friend of mine, someone I know who is involved with like local politics and stuff like that, told me that he'd sat recently, or he'd watched a town council meeting happen or something in LA County, where they were taking a vote and the police force was presenting this case of how they're going to start using drones in lieu of police cars for police chases.
Mhm.
And think of this. So someone, takes off on a police chase. You got 12 cars running down the highway, lots of damage. They're trying to ram the car off the road. There's a lot of civilian risk, all of that. There's a helicopter that they put up in the air to chase them. That's going to cost $5,000 to $10,000, whatever, for the county. Now, what they're talking about is just throwing up a drone in the air. The drone just follows the car to wherever it's going till it runs out of gas or it
Especially because
stops
those
at
drones, you can literally just have it focus on an object. You
Yeah.
don't even have to control it.
and it's just following it until that car stops or the guy goes and gets home or goes to some hideout place, and then it just hovers there. And now the police can go, and not only can they go to exactly where that is, but they can see from the video, the overhead video of the drone, exactly what they're getting themselves into. So they see whether the person is armed, how many people he's got with him, if he's doing any sort of like meth or whatever it may be. And they can then prepare and go in with the necessary amount of force to subdue that person. And the drone costs like 13 cents to put up in the air
Yeah.
of like battery power.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
And the big controversy was whether or not they thought they should equip the drones with tasers to subdue the car chasing person before the police even got there.
Yeah.
But there was always, I guess, this fear of kind of
What height
now
are the drones flying at? Are they flying right above the car?
I don't think they're super high up. I don't think these are. Yeah, I don't
Like,
think they're,
say you went into a mall parking deck or something like that. Like, is the drone going to follow behind the car into the parking deck, or are they just above the parking deck and then you can just scramble?
It's a good question and a good point as to where someone being chased by a drone should probably go.
Right, that was my first thought.
Yeah, I was going to say a tunnel.
A tunnel's a good one. Yeah,
Holland Tunnel.
Yeah, tunnel's a good one.
Then hop
But then
out
you
of
just
your
get
car.
another drone and you put one on both sides.
Yeah.
Or can criminals now get some anti-drone technology?
Yeah.
that, like,
That's called a
shoots-
light breeze.
That's called a bum with a rock.
Yeah.
What a 9-iron. Fucking Titleist Pro V1.
You ever see the
Knock it out of
fucking
the sky.
bums like trying to knock
Oh, yeah.
drones out of the sky? Isn't there
Yeah.
a YouTube channel where they just fuck with bums
People
with
just
drones?
fuck up drones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen drones outside my apartment window.
That's because you guys have a good view of the city.
But it's got to be a
No.
golden age for peeping toms.
These are close enough to me that they're not looking out. They're looking in.
Yes.
Really?
Oh,
yeah,
big
for
time.
sure.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
It's a golden age for perverts.
It is. I saw a whole episode of a show about that.
About perverts?
No, about like it was like a law and order. I don't know what it was. Some fucking hotel. I was in a hotel and it was on TV, but it was just like some dude was flying his drone into like neighbors' yards and stuff.
Was he spying on them, or was
Yeah,
he
he
just
was
like
taking photos of them.
Yeah.
Of hot babes.
kind of sweet?
Yeah,
Babes shouldn't be fucking being hot inside their own house if they don't
No.
want to get droned.
exactly. That's what you have
Hmm.
curtains for.
You fucking whores. Whores being
Yeah.
whores inside their own homes. Disgusting. It fucking pisses me off to no end.
There's
If I had
always
a drone, I would definitely be doing that shit.
it's always some
Up to trouble.
lady sunbathing in her fenced in yard.
Yeah.
and that she sees the drone, she gives it the finger.
Yeah, yeah. And then she just goes right back to
Fingering herself.
sunbathing. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you're hoping to see as a drone operator. Yeah, there's got to be, but they can regulate drones in a pretty strict way. Like someone flew a drone at the Super Bowl house or the Super Bowl hotel in Miami, and within 5 minutes, like the FBI, like local police, like 5 different types of law enforcement were there cracking down just because a drone had gone in the air, and it was like a restricted drone area.
Mm.
Yeah. There's a lot of like no-fly zones.
They got to restrict the hot babes' backyards.
Yeah.
Got it.
Where else
There's that. Have you seen the video that Sydney posted?
Sweeney?
Sydney Wells, of her casting.
Oh yeah,
and
she's
smashing the drone.
Yeah.
Have I ever told you about when I got a drone?
I don't think so.
But I was like, it was like I was probably like 18, and my dad got me a drone for Christmas, and it was like a cheap drone, and we went outside to fly it, and we crashed it immediately. First flight within 30 seconds. Just smacked it into a tree. I have like video. It's not on this phone, but I have like video footage of it like coming down at us. And we're both like sitting there like running away with our hands over our heads.
That's almost worth it.
It's hilarious.
I mean, they were cheap. They were like $100 drones when you were 18.
Yeah.
There's like cheap ass drones.
Yeah. I mean, there still is. There's a range. You can get drones that don't have like video and they just fly around and they're like $10. But you can also get like the $7,000 ones that like people use for movies.
I wonder if it's that much more exhilarating to be creating your own peeping Tom porn as opposed to just all of the porn that exists on the internet.
I'm sure it's pretty cool. I'm sure if you're jerking off to like a live feed of your neighbor changing their clothes in their massive floor to ceiling window, it's probably awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're
probably like, man, I hope no one sees this massive drone with the loudest noise of all time coming off of it.
Yeah,
that's the thing, they're not very discreet.
No, but then if you had beef with another neighbor,
yeah.
You could return the drone to his house.
Yeah.
And make everyone think he had been the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a tag on it.
Leave a fake remote like under his pillow or something.
Yeah. That would be hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been a way
It's actually a really funny sketch idea.
Yeah.
Returning your drone after perving on someone to someone else's house.
Follow that drone.
Yeah.
The whole neighborhood has pitchforks and like
you got a little
torches.
remote in your pocket. You're like, looks like it's heading for Dan's house. Fucking Dan.
Get your guns.
He's
That
always had a
pervert Dan.
thing for you.
I knew it. He was always talking about it. Planting evidence. Also, the guy in Spider-Man could have had a way, a subtler and pervier arc if he just who's the guy that like flew on a drone?
Green Lantern?
Was it the Green Lantern?
Oh no, the Green Goblin.
Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin. Yeah, if he had just perved on people.
Yeah.
Would it have been more villainous than fucking trying to destroy the city if he was just fucking floating by your window jerking off?
Well, he had like a hoverboard, right?
Yeah, which is he basically had a ride-along drone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it would be cool if you
he
just
could
strapped
just
a drone to each one of your feet.
Yes. Just hovering it on the outside the 48th floor of like Hudson Yards, cranking it out of his green suit, drips down to the bottom. Someone's like, wow, someone's air conditioner unit is already on.
It's the perfect city to jizz from 46 stories up in because everybody else is like, it's just air conditioning. No, that's the Green Goblin's jizz.
Yeah.
You fucking don't be so naive.
If that's jizz, how come it's burning a hole in my shirt?
Making
Making it actually look a little more distressed.
He definitely had some fucking primordial ooze coming out of his dick.
That's right.
He definitely had something nasty coming out of his cock.
Dude, yesterday I was I woke up. This happened. I woke up yesterday and I'm like walking to go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear someone it sounds like someone's tuning a guitar. And I hear someone like tuning, and I'm like, why does it sound like it's coming from my living room? And then I walk out to my living room, and there's a full band directly outside of my apartment, and they're like getting ready to play music. And then like people start like gathering around, and then they're like, we're gonna be here it's like noon, and like we're gonna be here playing from 1 to 4. And then from 1 to 4, there was just a live band directly outside of my window, blaring music. I couldn't do anything.
They block partied you?
Yeah. And there was like 100 people gathered around listening and dancing.
Yeah, they really held you hostage there. If only you could have, I don't know, gone somewhere
Where?
Out in the world.
It was
if
Sunday.
there were a live mariachi band
I wanted to watch the
blasting
Knicks
for
game.
3 hours. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking
wanted to
maybe,
play
hey,
Apex.
texting a friend, hey, can I come over watch the game at your place? Or like want to meet at a bar and watch the game?
I wanted to watch Workaholics and then play Legends of Apex multiplayer.
What
Gun
about
run.
noise canceling? You don't have noise canceling cans?
Dude, this was so loud. It's a full band with amplifiers.
Well, there's no other place.
This was
you
like
could've watched-
Coachella was happening outside of my window. This wouldn't bother you guys?
During COVID, my wife got me for my birthday a mariachi band to come sing outside of our window, and everybody gathered on their decks. Like they were like, play more songs. They couldn't get enough of it. No one had heard music in years.
That's so beautiful.
It was truly beautiful.
They're like, play more songs. Your wife was like, I only paid for 3.
She
If
literally
you
was-
guys want to pitch in.
Yeah, we'll pass a bucket on a string. We'll fucking hoist it up to you so you can give back to the mariachi band.
So that was like the scene in Shawshank where he's fucking, music's the one thing they can't take away from us.
It was.
Yeah.
Dude, people were so excited. People were, just drifting outside. They could not get enough of these mariachi bands. Sadly, they all died from having gone outside during COVID.
Yeah, that'll
Mm.
do it.
They
I
took
hope
their
Those that
masks
weren't
up.
were deported.
Yeah. Round them up.
I forgot that you guys don't care. You guys probably wouldn't care about the live music because you guys both live on like the 48th floor of your apartment.
Yeah,
And
the
10 stories up.
Yes,
11th
it's the
floor.
height of my apartment that makes me not care about live music. Oh, you mean in the street? specific to
Directly
your-
outside of your apartment.
No,
I
listen,
recorded it. This
what,
is
what
it.
you're, while you're
Play
getting bands out on the street, I'm getting the sort of rhythmic thump from Dumbo House
Yeah.
playing these pool party music songs.
Wow, that sounds really nice.
It was actually very nice, but it was pissing me off because I was trying to play video games and I couldn't.
Yeah.
You're just trying to fucking talk shit. You couldn't say your slurs into your
And
headset.
now I couldn't. No slurs.
They can't even hear my slurs. Can you
I
at
was
least play
thinking
some
about how
Public
funny
Enemy?
it would be if I just like hung up like a massive like Trump 2024 flag outside my window, just fucked up their entire thing.
No, they'd be throwing bricks through your window like that meme.
I just
I'm on your side.
I just unveiled a fucking 40-foot Israel flag.
People will be pissed.
There was a lot of people,
Yeah.
a lot of bros.
Was it a sanctioned block party?
They were like, we do this twice a year. And I was like, well, I've lived here for a year and this has never happened.
Yeah. What was it like? What did they block off both ends of the street?
No.
Interesting. So what happens when cars came through? They just Wayne's World it? And go, car.
The cars would come through slamming on the horn.
Oh, they were pissed?
They weren't in the street though. They were on the sidewalk.
I guess. Do you have that wide enough sidewalk? Or
Oh,
just
yeah.
crammed up on
Oh
your
yeah.
sidewalk?
You got a
Oh,
wide
yeah.
ass sidewalk.
You have a perfect street for a little block party. I
Little-
wouldn't mind. You could have invited the boys over.
Little
I
roller
should've.
hockey. Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
liked to have heard.
I was thinking about cracking open my balcony and just start throwing them some beers.
Hmm.
Really adding to the vibes.
You would have been a god.
I got a pack of dusty Michelob Ultras that have been sitting on my floor for 8 months.
They've ranged in temperature fluctuation from 60 degrees to 90 about 50 different times.
They probably went skunk and then it got so hot that they fermented again.
Yeah.
Now they're like
They're
a stronger.
stronger.
This is
Yeah.
kombucha now.
Who needs a Michelob? Who needs a Mickey?
Who needs a hot Mick? They scald their hands when they catch it.
Well, here's something I was thinking about too this weekend. So I know people bring up Stephen Hawking a lot. May he rest in peace. But
Very popular topic.
he is a topic of a lot of comedic stuff.
Yeah.
It's,
Because the
it's the
Epstein stuff.
funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
What, that he was fucking children?
Yeah, midgets. Wasn't he fucking midgets? Or he was like making midgets do unspeakable things, but he had to program it into a type to talk.
Yeah.
It's like that guy from 300 who betrays the army.
Yeah,
It shows them the way through the pass, and they're like seducing him with all sorts of disformed people.
Yeah, forgive me, my lord.
Yeah. Oh, and then he's watching the army get fucked, and he's like, "Oh,
Why did I do
this?" But Stephen Hawking, right? I wonder, do you think that he had a positive effect on other people, let's say children who had the same disability that he did, which was, is it ALS? Did he have Lou Gehrig's disease?
I have no idea what he had.
Oh, I think it
I
was
thought he
something
had like
else.
a combination of a lot of shit.
Yeah, I think that
Or was
he
it
caught them
MS?
all.
Was it multiple sclerosis?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Whatever it was not good.
ALS. So
Good call, Francis.
Do you think that-
Francis strikes again?
do you think that, did you ever see that movie? The
Yes.
Theory of Everything?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
Everything Everywhere All at Once?
That's a classic.
I hate that movie.
Really?
I really hated
I loved
Everything
it.
I never
Everywhere.
watched it. I started it twice and was like,
It just made me feel like, I mean, I would think you would hate it
oh yeah,
because
I don't like
it's
movies like
too
that.
frenetic, and it's probably similar to what happens to you when you're trying to go to bed and you're excited about fishing.
Yeah, probably.
Just explosions of light and
Yeah,
color and fight scenes and
can't even-
fucking Asian accents.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all going on. But yeah, I watched the Stephen Hawking movie. And he was a bit debonair. He was kind of a womanizer.
He was.
Well, he was fucking kids, wasn't he?
He was fucking midgets
No, he was at Epstein Island
for the midgets.
participating in orgies.
But they have different flavors. It's not like they only have vanilla down at Jeffrey Epstein's Island. It's a fucking Barnum and Bailey circus, dude.
No, I think it was mostly kids.
it's not just kids. Kids were the most popular flavor, but that doesn't mean that they didn't have like a fucking.
No,
You
I
know?
think he was fucking kids.
I think that they had.
I don't think he was fucking anything.
Anything
that guy
you
had
could
to
find on-
communicate with his eyeballs.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? How are you gonna
Sit on my fingers.
Yeah. Does that feel good? It's like what?
I'm sure he had some sort of way
Anything
to
that you
fuck.
could find on the TLC channel, they had on Epstein Island
Yeah,
in a
that's
sexual
true.
manner.
Yeah,
They had the overweight, they had the little folks, they had the kids, they had octuplets, they had conjoined, they had everything there.
That's what money gets you.
this guy knows a lot about Epstein
Variety.
Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But I
I'd
wasn't
kill
gonna
for an
go
invite.
into that whole thing.
Okay.
Right.
But let's say before his fall from grace from the Epstein Island logs. The question I would have had is, do you think that Stephen Hawking and his incredible notoriety and I guess genius and his accomplishments, do you think he made children who were relegated to a motorized wheelchair like that, or who suffered the same disability, do you think he inspired them, or do you think he made them dysmorphic the way that like a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model makes a young girl body dysmorphic? Meaning like a kid comes home from their science class in a wheelchair like that with a B+ and starts weeping because Stephen Hawking, people are going to associate.
You're expected to be good at science
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you're in
you're-
a fucking wheelchair
Yeah.
that's a computer.
That everyone knows that someone who is moving their chair with their eyeballs and speaking through a motorized voice should be discovering black holes on a daily basis.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what Stephen Hawking, that's what people of that ilk do. And yet this kid is just a mediocre student. And that kid's like, I'll never live up to what people expect. And then the parent has to be like, you have to understand that that's not realistic.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not something to aspire to.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely spot on. That he was an aspirational figure for the paraplegics, the quads, and the wheelchair bound. But I bet he did not associate himself with them at all.
Oh, I bet
he was
you're right.
probably as disgusted with the wheelchair
Yeah.
bound as the rest of us are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think that you cannot underestimate the cockiness of a genius.
Yeah.
All the geniuses, even if you watch, what was the Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer,
Like-
that line. I was just thinking that.
Like these guys are so cocky. Like if you're not only a genius, but you're recognized by the other geniuses in your field as
Yeah.
a genius, and all of your peers and the scientific community all think that you're a genius. You're probably like, I'm a fucking god.
There's that line. I think he's talking to either his wife or he's talking to the girl that he's sleeping with, his affair, and she's like, "Why would you alienate the only group of people that understand you?" And he goes, "You'd be surprised how far genius will let you be forgiven," or something like that.
Basically, like I'll fuck who I want.
Yeah,
to,
I can do
sweetie.
whatever I want because they'll forgive me because I'm a genius.
You
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
And
fuck
he was right.
Yeah.
That guy got away with everything.
Well, he could hear the music.
Yeah, I could hear the music.
Yeah.
But also he like facilitated genocide.
He did.
He
But
put an
nobody-
end to all war.
But nobody marched in the streets against Op.
Yeah.
Nobody was like, you're a fucking genocidal.
Call it gallows humor. It's my favorite line.
That movie's so good.
Call it gallows humor.
Have you ever rewatched it though?
I've
seen it
like 5 times.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oppenheimer?
I watch it all the time.
I
Oh, I
watch
haven't
it
run
every
it
time I'm
back
on
yet.
the
Oh,
plane.
it's so worth watching again.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just learn something new every time.
It's great.
Damn.
You know what I watched? I watched that the Late Night with the Devil.
What's that?
It's that new horror movie. It's really good.
Huh.
It's not that scary.
No?
It's not really scary at all, to be honest. It's more just like a fun movie.
Okay.
Exciting.
I watched a movie called Concrete Utopia.
I love that
a
one.
Korean movie.
Yeah.
You watch it?
Very fun.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I crushed that on a plane. And then I watched Indiana Jones, the one where they go to India. Have you guys ever watched that one?
That's Temple of Doom.
That made me so scared as a kid.
Yeah, when
of
they rip the guy's
Indians.
heart out. Yeah.
I was terrified of Indians,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't know if I ever even watched all the Indiana. I just remember
They
the scene with the
rule.
snakes, where he's in the pit with the snakes.
Yeah.
That
Why
scene
do there
always
have to be
disgusted me.
snakes?
And the one in India, there's a dead snake. They go to this Indian palace for dinner. And there's a dead snake coiled up, and they cut open the snake,
Yep.
and tons of other snakes come out.
Yeah.
and the
they-
Indian dudes are just eating them.
Eating them.
Yeah.
It was so xenophobic towards Indian people.
It
It's
was a little
so
bit.
negative. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is wrong with Indians?
And that's
dude?
Spielberg too.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Who kind of alternated from making those kinds of movies with like E.T. and then he made Jaws, which
Jaws is a classic.
Yeah.
Did he make? He wasn't involved with any of the Star Wars, was he? That was just George Lucas did
I think
Indiana
he-
Jones and
I think he was involved somehow. Yeah.
he was just on set.
I
for
don't
it.
know exactly how, but yeah.
Yeah, it made me think just everything about Indian people are just clawing at you, and everything about the movie.
Yeah.
As a kid, it fucking turns you out against Indian people. You go to an Indian town, they're like, please.
Would you guys ever want to go to India?
I would.
Is there an allure to
I used
India
to never
for
want to
you?
go. And I really think it was because of the fucking Indiana Jones movies
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they were going to be serving me. There's a soup that's full of eyeballs.
Yeah.
These guys are just slurping down cockroaches, and we're fucking,
Well,
what
I mean,
idiots.
that xenophobia
I
is
like
right
hamburgers.
there in the title. Think of it. India? Nah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That was a Roan joke.
That's damn good.
India? Nah.
Yeah, it really is baked in. I would go to India though. I'm interested in going to India. There's gotta be. I want to see a tiger in my lifetime, and it seems like there's a lot.
Did
of
you
them
not see one
tiger.
in South Africa?
They don't have tigers down there, brother.
Lions.
Yeah, they have lions.
Lions mane.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do some lion's mane
I'm
too.
all about
I want to get into
nootropics.
some fucking mushrooms.
Sorry, I was lost in a nootropic thought for a minute.
Nootropics should make you pay more attention,
Not
not
me.
less.
They bring me to a dark place.
Why would you ever go to? Were you supposed to go to India with Donnie or no? Marty and Donnie were going to go to India.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not particular. I guess the only thing that compels me is a little bit the sort of just how far the wealth divide there, where a little gets you a level of service and wealth that is outrageous.
Yeah.
For a couple $100 a day, which you would spend on a vacation in Italy or something, you're going to get a driver, the best hotel in town,
Yeah. A
insane
slave.
food, people pressing your clothes for you.
There's a caste system that they've been developing for thousands of years there, and you get to just jump to the front of the line. And
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
It's insane. But then going seeing a slum or something like that would be also insane.
I know.
The fact that exists in the world like that,
Yeah.
they make our poor look like fucking gods. Poor people in America have flat screen TVs.
Right. Be fun to go into that slum though and be start asking them trivia questions. Be like, would you like to use your 50-50? Your phone a friend?
They all are perfect at trivia.
And they're like, what are you talking about?
The Dev Patel movie?
I thought you guys were all millionaires seeking a long lost love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any interest in going to India, to be honest. I don't know. Nothing really is.
I'm admittedly afraid of how inevitably sick I think I would get.
And
I think
it's so overpopulated.
I think it's 100% sure that I would get sick.
But there's
Not if you bring your life straw with you.
Is it that? I mean,
No, I have no idea.
No.
I don't know anything about India.
I mean, what kind of journey are you like? If you go with Donnie somewhere, you're getting sick. Like if you go with Donnie to India, you're going to a bathroom that's like literally a small hole in the ground that you have to squat over, and they don't give you toilet paper.
That's right.
I'd like to go to India just to see the bodegas.
It's just white guys working.
Well, I mean, think about how good the bodegas are here.
They got cats. They got tigers sleeping on the fucking chip racks.
They probably still have mango jewel pods out there.
They do love mango. The mango lassi, the mango chutney. They do love a mango. White guys working in bodegas would be amazing.
That would be so funny.
There, what the fuck? I would like to go to China as well. I feel like there's so much untold beauty of China, but a lot of negativity in the news about it.
Yeah.
You don't hear shit in the news about India.
Not really. Well,
what have you heard about India?
I think there was something about their prime minister recently, or their president, or whatever.
The
Iran president has passed.
Helicopters.
He's passed on.
Big
Ayatollah.
Kobe fan. Yeah.
They said it was a U.S. helicopter.
No.
Yeah, but it was a 30-year-old U.S. helicopter.
Sikorsky?
They don't even fly that model.
It's probably Sikorsky.
Probably.
Ooh, do you have him on helicopter knowledge? You
I
don't know much
anything
about it.
I don't know anything about choppers. I know Blackhawks, and that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they said it was a model that they don't even fly in the U.S. anymore.
Yeah.
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 Francis, what do you got on
I
it?
don't
What is it
know-
called?
I don't know why you're guessing.
Blackhawks.
There's a moment of irony there. Sikorsky is the manufacturer of the very first helicopter, I think, ever or potentially in America.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge plant when you drive from, it's in Connecticut. It's a huge, huge Sikorsky helicopter plant. And I think they make a lot of the helicopters, certainly the commercial ones. But
There's commercial helicopters?
Yeah. Any ones that are non-military.
Oh, I
presumably.
guess that makes sense.
But
you
they-
can't like buy a ticket.
Yeah. Blade helicopter
Oh
services.
yeah, I forgot about Blade.
185
Yeah.
to get to LaGuardia.
Yeah.
I just remember the Blade with Brianna in Most Dangerous Games, where like Brianna's blading out of here.
She's going to take a...
She got a blade. They're gonna land it in the middle of the baseball field.
yeah.
Did that really happen?
That's what they said.
She was going to take a blade out.
Was
She
that on
She was
camera?
threatening to blade.
Was that on camera?
Like,
don't think so.
Louis Gomez after 9/11. She was about to blade the fuck out of there.
Dude, I was listening to an episode of The Regs. I didn't know that he moved to New York like the week of 9/11.
Wow.
So his first week was like him rollerblading out of New York.
Isn't there a comedian who has like a bit about a guy rollerblading out?
I don't know.
What's his name? Something Barry? Todd Barry or something?
Todd Barry?
Todd Barry, I think, has a bit about like seeing a guy rollerblading out of
Oh, really?
out of New York, and it turned out that it was Lewis.
Todd Barry just did The Tonight Show, and it was hilarious. He did 5 minutes on cats. He's obsessed with cats.
That tracks for how that guy looks.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He
He's
looks
super
like a
funny.
cat guy.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Luis Gomez and Big J are going to have a rap battle
No,
at Skankfest?
no, I didn't. You should go.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
You should
Yeah.
help them.
I want to get in the. I hope it's.
I
acapella.
would do Lewis.
You
I would
think?
get behind, I just think Lewis's delivery will be a little more, my guess.
You're saying that because he's ethnic?
Yep.
Yeah, Jay has a pretty good way with words, though.
That's true.
You don't know. Maybe he's
But
a
if
good
Ron's
rhymer.
writing
Maybe he can
for
spit.
them,
But I bet Crack-A-Miko's got to be locked in with Lewis. I don't know.
Hmm.
I would love to see it though. I just hope it's not on beat. I think it'll be so much better if it's acapella.
hey, to finish that thought really quick,
Yes, I'm
that
sorry.
question of who manufactured the first helicopter
Oh, yeah.
was the $1 million question, or it might have been one of those episodes where they were doing multi-million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and the guy got it right.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I had just talked about, remember how I just talked about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
And then we brought it back with the Sikorsky helicopter question.
Very
That
fun.
shit is full circle.
Very
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And now we'll move on to our next segment.
The Chicago Blackhawks, but it's helicopters instead of the
I've been watching a lot of Chicago Blackhawks prime
hockey team.
highlights. Patrick
Really?
Kane.
Yeah,
You gotta love Kane.
gotta love Kane. Gotta
Kaner.
love Toes.
Taze. Taze is
Spelled
the one
toes.
that Brad Marchand went up to in the middle of a game and just said, "Your kids are ugly." and then skated away.
And you know he meant it too.
Yeah.
Damn.
And Tay said that he thought about it for the rest of the game. He said it fucked with him so much.
That's funny. When
Bruins
they had
got
Brad Richards
smoked.
too, that was a good team.
Yeah.
Taves, Kane, and Brad Richards.
Yeah. Kane was so good.
They won 3 cups out of 5 years, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
When they had Mike Richards on the Blackhawks.
I rewatched the clip of Kane scoring the overtime goal and how just no one knew. He was the only one that knew that it went in.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's
yeah.
crazy. I remember watching that
It was a
live.
crazy angle, right?
It was an insane angle, and like they didn't the light, like the buzzer didn't go off or
Yeah,
anything.
right.
Dude, I was on the rundown today. Big Cat was saying that you're wrong about the Panthers.
Really?
Yeah, he says
I don't think Big
you
Cat
don't know Puck.
knows ice.
No, he said you don't know ice.
It's not puck, bro. It's ice. That's what we call it.
Ice is what you've been smoking if you think that the
Big
Panthers
Cat
are
does
going to
not
win.
know ice. Has he been watching all the games?
Yes,
I've watched
dude. He
every
has a
game.
number 1 sports podcast. Get your head out of your ass.
Everyone knows the Oilers are winning it all.
Oh, he's talking about the getting out of the East.
Oh no, the Rangers are going to destroy the Panthers.
That's
I
not
don't
what
think
Rangers
you're-
in 4.
I don't think
bro.
you know.
It's going to be the Rangers in 4.
I don't think you know anything.
It could
dude.
be the Rangers in 5. I
That's-
could see the Panthers maybe winning the first or the second game, but then it's going to take the Panthers. It's going to take the Rangers 1 game to figure out the Panthers.
What we need to do is get on Game Time and get some fucking Rangers tickets, just us guys.
Yeah,
down.
who's going to pay for that? Because they're about $10,000 a piece.
Game Time.
I would absolutely go to one of those games.
We put together our collective social media promotion. I think
They'd give us
knowing
to
game
us
time,
for
they might
free.
help us out.
Oh,
I would
Ga-
absolutely do that.
we
That would be
gotta
so
go.
fun.
That'd be so fun.
That'd be fun.
Game Time. Last minute tickets, lowest price. You get down there, you're right on the freaking glass, banging.
Yeah.
It's playoff hockey. You feel the fucking
Game time.
atmosphere at the Garden. Imagine the atmosphere at the Garden
As
for
good as
some
it gets,
game time.
especially with the Knicks out now.
So that means that they're the only show in town. So
They
if
are
you want
the
to go
only
on
show in
Game
town.
Time, that means that that's the exact. That's what you need to see on Game Time.
Mhm.
And we could, I mean, not a bad seat in Madison Square Garden. You could even sit on that level where it's like a rafter. You know how there's like that
all the way up,
all the way up. There's
bird's eye
like
view.
a bird's eye view, but when it's puck,
Mhm.
I mean, especially through Game Time, you want to be able to see bird's eye view, watch the play develop.
Mm.
See, there's plays in hockey.
Yeah,
Yeah, the cheapest tickets are like $400 a piece.
Dude, we got to get in the building via Game Time.
I'm down.
If we wanted up close seats, those are looking at about $2,000 to $8,000 a piece.
Dude, well, with Game Time, I mean, it's such a good deal that you really can't beat it.
I would go further back, but I want to be middle. I don't want to be behind one
Yeah.
goal.
Well, it's the last minute tickets with the lowest price guaranteed.
Yeah.
And with
But
Game
if we're
Time,
actually going to do this,
Yeah, you got to download the Game Time app
I was just on the Game Time app
or
looking.
go to gametime.co.uk.
or you just GameTime.co.
Excuse me,
UK.
that is just gametime.co.
UK.
Well, if you're in the UK, if you want to get Rangers tickets in the UK,
All right, governor. gametime.co.uk.
the Rangers. But
GameTime.gov.
no, it's GameTime.co. Everyone knows it's GameTime.co.
Gametime.co.
And it's promo code BoyDad, $20 off your first purchase.
That's right.
Do we have them as a sponsor today? It would be hilarious if we didn't. Game Time? Yeah, I don't know. I thought we were genuinely talking. Oh, we do?
we
Okay.
do.
Yeah, Game Time. We are genuinely talking about it, but that's
I also love that we just did like a 3-minute read. No one goes, who?
That would be
Which company?
That would be hilarious if we didn't have them.
Are you talking about BetterHelp?
Yeah, but go to gametime.co/UK/gov and use promo code SON or BoyDad.
just download the app, dude. Download the app, $20 off your first purchase. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Yeah, dude, we gotta get to some puck. Us, the
Let's go
Laundry
see.
Day
Let's
boys.
go puck it up. You see that they're opening for, was it Ed Sheeran?
I did
We talk
not.
about that?
No.
They are?
I think so.
What?
Yeah, they had a big thing. Big
They're opening
news.
for Big Bro?
That's huge.
Yeah,
Sheeran.
Sheeran.
The
I
club
would-
is
I
another
would've-
space to find
I
love is
would have liked to
another
see
where I go. Come on, bro.
I would have liked to see them open for Sheeran probably 10 years ago when he was in his prime.
When they were 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't
Sheeran
think,
now?
You
What's
don't
he
think
doing?
Sheeran's in his
What's he
prime?
doing? Gotham?
Is he doing West Side Comedy Club?
Rodney's?
It's crazy that he still is like
stadiums.
one of the biggest artists.
Well,
on
he's
the
just
What do you
that
planet.
mean
talented.
still?
He's
Yeah.
just that talented.
Everything that he comes out with is a crack rock.
You gotta love Sheeran.
I've been binging videos of Sheeran's songwriting process. Like he wrote "Love Yourself" on the tour bus.
He wrote that for Biebs?
Yes.
Wow.
And just seeing him come up with everything is such a satisfying process.
He wrote that. I don't understand why artists do that. Like he could have easily sang that song. Fuck
Yeah,
it,
but
though.
then you
Yeah,
give it
but
to
he doesn't
Biebs.
need another number one. Does
you
he?
need to put it, sometimes you need to put it, like that was before people were willing to enjoy his music because in spite of him being not a
Hideous.
very attractive person to look at.
Yeah.
You got to put that song by Justin Bieber in order for people to say, yeah, my mama doesn't like you, but she likes everyone.
Yeah. I
And-
kind of get that. I've been doing that. I've been writing a lot of jokes for you. Just because I've been like,
Doesn't
I'm
fit my
done.
voice.
Yeah. My hour's too tight right now to be squeezing in anything more.
But I need to get these jokes off. They're timely.
We should do that sometime. We should write a joke for each other.
See where it lands.
Yeah,
I was playing
yours-
video games the other day and a band struck up a chord
Yeah.
outside my window. I said to myself, is that worth me pissing on them for?
I don't know if I could write a joke, or I could write a joke for you.
Yeah.
But your jokes are long and
Not all of them.
they
I got
they all
different
piece
styles
together
brother.
well.
He has different styles.
I have
Yeah.
many different styles too. Alrighty, let's talk about Manscaped.
Ooh, I'm a
Fellas,
big fan.
blink,
Big fan.
blink if you
bought a-
haven't purchased a Father's Day gift yet.
That's right.
Yeah, we
we
thought
thought
so.
so.
Dumbasses. Today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below the waist grooming.
I hate when my dad has unkempt pubes. It literally
Yeah.
infuriates
I
me.
had to
when-
call my dad the other because I was pre-ordering his gift, and I called him and I said, "How's that bush doing?"
Yeah, I
my,
can hear my dad's bush on the phone sometimes.
Yeah.
my dad has started tucking his shirt into his boxers,
Yeah.
and there will occasionally be some overgrown weeds that will actually tumble out of the whole ensemble, and
Yeah.
it's humiliating.
It's disgusting and disturbing, and you know that beard trimmer that your dad's been using since you were in grade school. Yeah, it probably needs upgrading.
Oh, big
Mhm.
time.
Introducing the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, the complete beard maintenance kit for all of bearded kings.
If your grandfather is in a nursing home and his roommate has been stealing his
Yes.
beard hedger, you need to get him his own and put a label on it and make sure that his roomie knows that he's going to be using his own beard hedger pro kit.
You know what I really like about Manscaped? You can bring it in the shower with you.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
it's got the brush, it's got the comb, it's got the scissors, so you can
It's
style
got the
your
LED
beard
light, so
and
you can
mustache.
see where you're shaving.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you style it all. Style your pubes, style your beard, style all your body hair.
I'm bringing mine to Virginia this weekend.
Oh, good.
Yeah, just
You
because
guys-
I need to get a shave in.
You guys should both, you guys can help each other out.
Yeah.
Nothing I like doing with my boys better than shaving them up.
I got your back. You got my back.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally.
You
get
boys
20%
definitely have
off.
no hair on your backs.
No,
No,
my
none.
back.
No,
No,
Just
what
a
about
single
the small
hair.
of your back?
It's peach fuzzy. It's okay.
Yeah,
I don't
creeps
mind
up
it.
from the butt crack.
Yeah, I got a lot of butt crack hair.
Yeah, I know.
I've shaved it a couple times. It does not feel good at all.
Mm-mm.
Well, with Manscaped,
With
it does.
Manscaped, it does though.
That Manscaped is
Yeah.
the perfect way to shave the top of your butt crack
Is it
hair.
real itchy?
You can get 20% off.
off plus free shipping with the code SUN at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code SUN. Never forget where you came from, if you know what I mean.
Happy Father's Day
Happy
from
Father's Day
Manscaped.
from Manscaped.
From Manscaped.
I do not know what they mean at all. What does that mean?
What?
Never forget where you came
Never
from.
forget where
Maybe
you
it's
came
your
from.
dad.
From your dad's butt crack. You know how birth happens.
What a strange
If you
read
know what I
that
mean.
was.
All right, guys.
Never
Let's.
forget where you came from, if you know what I mean. Like, all right.
Does that mean give money back to the
I
poor
don't
neighborhood
know.
from which I was born?
I don't know what that means.
Do they think we made it out of the slums?
Is that a threat from the kids I used to run around with?
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Fitbod. Whether you're a seasoned gym goer, Francis, or you're just starting your fitness journey, Roan.
Okay.
The essential,
Come on.
the essential your workout really needs is Fitbod. It's a fitness app that customizes each workout based on your goals and adapts them as you improve. Share how the app. Oh. All right, guys, let's talk about Fitbod. Whether you're a seasoned gym goer, Francis, or you're
Ah.
just starting out your fitness journey, Roan,
Oh.
Come
the
on.
essential your workout really needs is a Fitbod. It's the fitness app that customizes each workout based on your goals and adapts them as you improve.
What I love about using Fitbod is that it is telling me each week to increase my weight and my reps a little bit. So I'm actually able to track where I'm coming from and the improvement I'm making.
It also has like exercises. Sometimes you fall into the rut of the same exercises every single time when you're in the gym.
Yeah.
It'll give you something a little bit different. And that muscle variance, you keep your muscles guessing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, ooh, what the fuck is happening?
Shocked. You
gotta
muscles.
mix it up.
My only problem with Fitbod is I'm worried I'm getting a little too jacked.
You look too handsome. And if that, I mean, you know, if that's something you're worried about, maybe Fitbod's not for you, but for everybody else, it will have you looking so handsome and so jacked that your mom and dad will be like, who is this? Where's my son?
Yeah. And never forget where you came from with Fitbod. It creates a personalized workout your routine based on your goals, fitness level, and available equipment, which helps. People like me and Francis, we're on the road constantly. This helps, you know, maybe you're not in your normal gym, you're in a hotel gym.
If you know what I
will
mean.
give you workouts to use, if you know what I mean.
Learn new movements the right way with over 1,000 demonstration videos. That's one of my other favorite. It's like, ooh, what's the difference between a Russian twist, a Bulgarian split squat, and a Romanian deadlift?
I know what you mean on that.
You know,
Yeah.
it's confusing sometimes because you're caught up in the country. Boom, they have 1,000 videos that will detail exactly what everything you want to do is.
It's pretty much a personal trainer right from your phone.
So add Fitbit to your workout essentials. Add Fitbod to your workout essentials. Join Fitbod today to get your personalized workout plan. Get 25% off your subscription or try the app for free at fitbod.me/boydad. That's FITBOD.me/boydad. Yeah.
You know what I was noticing? You know what I noticed? I went back recently and I was listening to old tapes and
of yourself?
Yeah.
Narcissist.
Yeah.
No, I'm just it's called putting in the work, bro.
It's
half
called
the job.
Yeah.
Half the job is listening to tapes.
This dick's not going to suck itself.
Figuring out, you know, tightening it up. That's actually, I'm doing that right now for this Don't Tell set. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, I spent the weekend doling out chowder for St. Mary's Episcopal Soup Kitchen.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the intro to your special?
Making sure people got chunks, plenty of chunks.
You need the chunks. If you just
Are you
going to
do a little
Meanwhile,
intro?
you were listening to yourself talk.
You should do a little. You should. You definitely. Did you film it for the intro? You handing out. So you working at a soup kitchen.
There you go.
Yeah.
and telling
There
jokes
you
at
go.
people.
And then like Brandon Barrera runs in. And he's like, Francis, you're on now.
Oh shoot!
And then
throw
it's
it
like
in someone's face.
That would be a good intro.
That's like every intro starts in like.
Yeah, that's right.
People don't really do the intros that much anymore.
No,
though.
no.
Because they suck.
Yeah, but
Because
they
there's
are
no
funny.
point to it.
They're fun. I like them. They're fun.
Yeah.
I love a good one of someone running by the crowd, being like, "Oh my god, I forgot that the biggest night of my life, of my entire career, is right now."
Yeah.
That's something that slipped my mind, and
I
that's
was
something
just
I've been
doing
thinking
something
about
else.
for the last 3 months straight.
I wasn't obsessing over how the crowd's going to be. Something that's completely out of my control.
Yeah.
I hope it's a good crowd.
Like there's like Norman did that. Louis live at the Beacon. I think it's like him showing up. It's always people showing up. I'll do it. I'll film a little B-roll for you. I might bring my own camera out there.
Yeah, I'm
I
going to do
don't-
mine on the
I'll bring
cell
out the
phone.
Sony A7 III.
I don't know that I have the confidence to sort of wander through a crowd on way to getting on stage for a special.
Yeah.
I need to be like doing breathing exercises backstage with a proper announcement and walk right on at the right time.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all you need, though. Like, I don't think anyone's ever been like, dude, this special ruled because the fucking opening was sick.
That's right.
Name one.
Sorry, Louis C.K. Like
Yeah,
a rolling,
the joke sucked in that one.
like a Rolling Stone.
yeah.
That's what he plays when he comes out.
Mm.
That already, I was already like, this is my favorite
set the
special
tone.
ever. Yeah.
This guy set the bar fucking high right away.
Well, you gone to the finest school, all right. Miss Lonely, but you know you only used to get juiced in it.
You know who wrote that song for him? Fucking Sheeran. It was Sheeran and Benny Blanco in the back of a fucking tour bus.
Dylan wrote a lot of songs for other famous artists.
did.
Jimi
And
Hendrix.
Carole King was also like that.
Yeah, Carole King wrote a bunch.
What is the deal right now with Benny
Blanco? I think
What-
he's gay, right?
What is happening
No,
with
he's
him?
he's dating Selena Gomez.
Oh, no. Who's the other guy that's gay? The Bad Bunny. They're saying that he's gay.
What?
They're probably both gay, realistically.
They're Hollywood gay. You're gay for play.
But one of them was spotted at a gay bar. Which I don't think that makes you gay.
That's not gay
I've
at all.
been to
I've
gay
been to gay
bars.
I've been to gay bars,
Oh, okay.
but I knew better than to get spotted. I need to keep my head down.
You are a fake mustache.
Yeah. Wait, you look a lot like. Nah, never mind.
You look like the guy from the Monopoly boards.
They made me.
Benny Blanco is everywhere. He's cooking. He's making music, I guess.
Cooking in a way.
He has been responsible for like 30% of all of the hits that have ever been made this millennia.
Yeah.
Really?
He's
Ice
so
Spice?
influential.
That's pretty cool. Then I like him a lot. I also do like him. I saw him the first time I ever even saw him or heard of him was watching Dave on FX, where the episode where they just sort of run around naked the whole time.
I haven't seen any of Dave.
Dave's good.
After I found out they were stealing jokes.
Yes, the wood joke.
The wooden shirt.
The wooden shirt.
Sass thinks that every joke ever has been stolen.
I don't at all.
He will
Especially as every joke I do. People
draw
are like,
the
you
most-
stole this from Tom Segura's deep cut album that he put out 17 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, you got me. Caught me red-handed.
That's where you would steal them from.
No. If I was going to steal jokes, I would steal the best jokes of all time.
No, because then you would get caught.
I'm not going to steal bad jokes.
You're like a Scooby-Doo thief, and you're like, and I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you meddling YouTube commenters. You definitely are. You're a fucking a deep-seated thief. I know it's in your blood. That's why you got to let Francis write your material.
Bingo.
Francis is
I
on the
know.
heater right now. He's
Yeah.
about
Well,
to crank-
Francis said that pretty much the agreement that we had was anything that doesn't make it in this special is mine.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to pay me to open for him.
You get the leftovers?
Yeah, he said,
Getting me
I
the-
said, I'm
giving
not
you
going to
the-
pay you, but everything that
chaff?
gets cut is yours.
You're gonna give him the chaff?
I think chaff's the word. I don't really know. It feels right.
It feels right. They're
Yeah.
gonna get all the chaff, just fucking throwing the skins and the bones.
Yes.
And he'll be,
Yeah.
suckle at it.
Francis and I are going out to, we got a lot of trips coming up together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing. Traveling the world together. Just trying to see the world before we
You
get
guys are
too
going
old.
to India.
Yeah, we're going to Virginia tomorrow.
For two people who have so little common in how we like to spend our time, we sure spend a lot of time together.
Tomorrow we're going to Virginia together to go fly fishing. I was just at Orvis talking waters with the fellas.
I'm fucking
They were stoked to hear about the trip.
deeply jealous. Feels personal that I was
love
excluded
popping
from
it.
this.
It does feel personal.
I
had
just
nothing
still
to do with
don't
it.
even really know how that happened.
I had nothing to do with it. I told them. I said
Who's them?
no one.
You're calling Sydney a they them, bro?
Yeah, kind of.
That's actually.
I mean,
super
when I
fucked up.
refer to Sydney, I'm always talking about her and that beautiful boyfriend of hers.
yeah,
So
he-
them, the Welleses.
the Wells are gonna make beautiful children one day.
That's right. That's right.
Steely blue eyes.
Very
Mhm.
religious. In church 3 days a week. When
Yeah.
was the last time you guys hit church?
More recently than your ass.
Really?
I had chapel this morning.
Oh, I didn't know.
I had to genuflect.
I didn't know you were a man of God like that.
Ephesians 3:10.
God-fearing man. That's a big thing on Instagram right now. Just being a religious man.
The concept of fearing God is crazy to
Yeah.
me.
I go to bed crying in fear every night of God.
Yeah, that's how you know how
God,
much I respect
shaking in
him.
bed.
Is I'm fucking terrified of God.
It's scared. I go to bed. People are scared of monsters under the bed. I'm scared of God under my
Yeah.
bed.
I'm so scared of
Going,
God.
Mom, could you check my closet for God? Make sure he's not in there.
Just
I am
trembling,
horrified.
horrified of God. I'm such a God fearing man. Fuck, bro, that was in my fucking 5.
People have that like in their bio on
God fearing
Instagram.
man.
God fearing man.
Yeah, they really people are genuinely afraid of God.
I've
But
been
it's
off
also kind of
Instagram.
defeats the purpose of like why you're doing good. Like just being like, I'm doing good because I'm scared that God is gonna fuck me up.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
don't-
just do good for the sake of doing good.
I mean, I don't fear God. I fear how much I love him.
I
would say that.
I overlove.
I fear that I'm staying up too late talking to him.
Yeah. God's like fucking all right, like we can hang up. We'll
Yeah.
talk tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're like just a little bit more.
Just
No,
10
I
more
love you
minutes.
more.
Yeah.
No, I love you more.
Yeah. God's like a fucking oppressed boyfriend in a long distance relationship. He's like, okay, no, I love you more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, say it like you mean it. Say it again.
My
You
mom
didn't
used to
mean
come
it.
into my room at night, and I'd be under my bed with like, you know how kids used to read like comic books under their bed at night.
You have the
I'd be
Bible,
under there with just the Bible, talking to God.
a flashlight in your teeth, fucking
Yeah.
flipping through the Bible.
And she'd go, bedtime was 45 minutes ago. And I would go, God does not have a bedtime. It's going to be 10 more minutes.
Time is
bitch."
eternal.
Yeah.
And then me, I would just be like, fine, I'll just say it from memory then. I don't have to read it. I'll just say it from memory.
I heard Harry under the blanket muttering about plagues. Horde of locusts. Exodus 13:6.
Two things a guy like me doesn't miss: fishing and church. That's from A River Runs Through It. There was two things we were never late to: church and fishing.
That's damn good. I gotta watch fucking River Runs Through It. I've
I'm
only been
listening
watching
to it on
River Wild.
audiobook right now.
Really?
The book's quite good.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not a movie?
I'm haunted by waters.
I'm haunted by waters.
I'm haunted by waters.
No, you can't say it if you don't know it, bro.
I thought we were just all kind of.
No,
it was
no,
like an
no.
affirmation.
That's the final line of the movie.
I thought that it was like
And the
Deuteronomy
book.
3:17.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful ending.
Yeah.
Truly
Let's
magical.
let's wrap it.
Really? Are we doing 2 episodes?
No,
We're just doing this one?
I don't know.
How long have we been going? I had more to say.
Hour
Hour
5, the
five.
Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That's all I have to say.
I was going to say something else, but A River Runs Through It.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Take a look at my life and
I realize there's nothing left.
because I've been hunting for so long.
Because
my
I've been
eyes
hunting and
ain't
fishing
going
so
on.
long. Oh, God.
I had something else.
No one wants to hear about The River Runs Through It, dude. No one wants to hear about your fucking Gary Larson book that you're reading.
Oh, I was going to say, I was when I couldn't sleep, I was just listening to a bunch of speeches. I just looked up greatest speeches of all time,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched all of them.
Yeah, I'm sure that fucking deluge of blue light into your eyes isn't fucking...
I had night mode on, bro. Let's
You
be
got
real.
you have a little Churchill on there.
A little Churchill,
Little
dude.
Martin
It's
Luther
crazy
King?
how big speeches used to be.
Yeah.
Like how. Well, no, really, because like I listened to. First of all, I didn't know JFK sounded like that.
Oh, it's crazy.
He had a little bitch voice.
That everyone knows that JFK talk like a cocksucker.
Yeah, I was skipping ahead. I was like, well, that's not him. I was like, that must be the guy
Ich bin
introducing
ein Berliner.
him. I literally thought it was the guy introducing him, but I listened to his speech announcing that MLK Jr. had been shot, and
Like, that's the opener, right? That's his opener.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like people had no idea about news.
Yeah, I know.
It was like
You can hear them.
24
You can
hours.
hear them gasp.
Yeah, they're like,
yeah,
"Woo!"
yeah.
People are screaming.
You know what's weird is hearing the actual version of lines that have been immortalized. We have nothing but fear itself, or like ask not what you can do for your country or what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Those don't sound now when you actually hear the real soundbite that insane to me. I don't know why. I think it's because I've heard them so often retold. But then if you listen to Lincoln, some of the stuff he wrote and said, that to me is
That boy was built different.
beyond belief.
That boy was an orator.
Appeal to the better angels of our nature.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you come up with that?
People don't write speeches like that anymore.
No, they
though.
don't.
There's
No, but Lincoln
and they don't
was
deliver them.
spazzing. Lincoln must
Lincoln-
have given crazy head.
Dude, fucking
He probably had
MLK.
Mary Todd screaming.
I Had a Dream. Have you guys heard of this one?
Just buried beneath the bloomers.
Yeah.
You can't even see him.
Her depressed ass, and he's fucking just going to town. He had that shit like a fucking waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Speeches now, though, it's just you just go up and you go, "Good evening, people of America."
Yeah.
And then you go back, you listen to "I Had a Dream," and he's like,
MLK was quivering.
"I had a dream,
Yeah.
four little
One
children," and everyone's going. There's like a million people watching.
Yeah.
There's girls twerking.
Yeah, it's
There's girls
crazy.
shaking ass in the front
I would
row.
have loved to go to speeches like that.
There are some good ones still, some contemporary good ones. And I also think,
TED Talks.
you know what?
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. If we were Russian right now, I think we would think Putin's speeches were all time.
Well,
it's
I don't know,
literally
because I
we
listened
have
to Charlie Chaplin's speech in The Great Dictator, and I'm not a big Putin guy now, you could say.
What are you, Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with this.
You haven't seen The Great Dictator?
No.
You haven't heard a speech in it?
No, I didn't think he spoke.
It's in a movie, and he wrote the movie,
I see.
and it's him playing a dictator. And then
Oh.
he gives a final speech at the end, and he's like, He's like, the power of humanity is in man, not single men, not groups of men, but all men. The power is in you.
That was a very Marxist idea.
Yeah, it's great. Great speech. And he says that the dictators, they take away the power of men.
Right.
It's very powerful.
Right.
I listened to Steve Jobs' commencement speech at Harvard. Great speech.
Yeah, some of those are pretty good. Obama's
David Foster Wallace.
address at the Democratic National Convention that put him on the map is a very good one.
Yeah, that one was like top 5 on the rankings.
That's a big time one.
George Bush, when he was like, "Fool me once, you just don't get fooled again."
Joe Biden. Bring me chocolate chip.
Yeah, like our two like greatest beacons of public speaking are Joe Biden, who can't form a sentence, and Trump, who like is a good public speaker, but is just going off the cuff. Like he's not like Abraham Lincoln's like writing things and like carefully choosing words from his extensive reading, and like Trump isn't reading books. He's like me.
Right.
He's listening to books on tape.
Herb Brooks, listened to that one a couple times. So they don't even know if that one actually ever even happened.
That didn't.
Yeah.
The locker room speech?
Yeah. There's no like proof for
He just called
anything.
them pansies and said, "Get the fuck out there, you pussies." But it didn't play in a Disney movie.
Anyways, I just wanted to touch on my speeches that I've been listening to.
That's cool. My dad's a big fan of speeches.
Yeah,
he'd make us listen to them in the car.
That's what I was listening to my headphones, walking around.
I'd be like that at 7:15.
Yeah, and you're listening
Martin
to
Luther King yelling at me. Isn't really
That's probably why you got into Harvard.
I have to think about the life cycle of a cell today.
I used to listen to sports, the greatest calls in sports history.
Oh yeah, we had that too.
I had that CD.
It came in a book.
Yes, I had.
What was that?
Do you believe in miracles?
Oh yeah, like shit like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cardi
The band is out on the field.
Yeah. That shit was great.
I love shit like that. I always get the chills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, bro.
When I watch Tom Brady highlights, I get chills.
You didn't even pay attention in social studies class.
Why would that have anything to do with sports calls?
Social studies is history in grade school.
Yeah, they weren't talking about like the 1980 hockey team.
Yeah, you were too busy whipping and nay-naying, bro. I know what you were doing in fucking school.
Kids this age, too busy nay-naying.
Yeah.
All right, we can end it.
Yeah, all right.
All right. I'm going to be in LA in like 3 weeks. I'm doing a show at the Comedy Store, the Belly Room. Please come.
What day?
I don't know.
I'm going to try and come to that.
Yeah. That should be fun. I'm probably going to book a bunch of people on it too. It's going to be fun. Sure, Segura will be there, Rogan. It's going to be fun. A lot of LA killers. Come on out. Belly Room, LilSasquatchWebsite.com. See you there. Francis?
Not much to announce.
Special. The day
Listen
before.
to Tires.
Watch Tires.
Tires.
Listen
Comes out
on
on
Netflix.
Thursday.
Watch.
It comes out this week. Oh, no. It comes out today. This episode comes out on Thursday. It comes out tonight. Tires comes out tonight.
Tires.
Tires is already out. If you're listening to this, it's already out.
No.
This comes out Thursday?
Yes.
Not Tuesday? Not tomorrow? Not
No,
tomorrow?
because we're already backed up.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll see you guys on Monday or Tuesday. Goodbye. That went by super fast.
Yeah.